You are looking live outside of the Homestead Miami Speedway, where today we make history in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series as we will race on the Homestead Miami Road Course. This is the first of several road courses this season. The track facts today: this place has 6 unique turns. Winner will earn $190,000. This track is a bit on the smaller end of seats, but with it racing on the infield and also being the side of the championship race on the main oval, they have also decided to open up some extra seats in the infield. The first ever race at the Homestead Miami Speedway for the Winston Cup Series was in 1999. Tony Stewart won that race. The track record was set on October 10th of 2002 with a little over 44 seconds to get around this place at 149 miles an hour. Sorry, 118. Coming to the green flag, you want it run it like the normal road course, but then again, you can see the arc is a lot sharper than before. Get hard on the brakes for this brief chicane through the road course. Let the car roll through the corner and just barely let it touch out into the wall. Turn 3 is most likely going to be the toughest spot today, because of the way cars will be making it, trying to pass 3 wide there. Turn 4 and 5 will be the trouble spots this afternoon. We're going to try and run a second lap around this joint. These are a bit sharp. These are sharper than normal corners on this road course that sits a little over 1.5 miles. But turns 4 and 5 will definitely be tough this afternoon because there's a wall that juts out at the edge of turn 5. There's going to be some cars that are going to try to fan out and use that as an extra passing zone. So you're definitely going to see somebody at least bang into that wall pretty hard at least once today. And whenever there's going to be a crash in turn 4 or 5, it's most likely going to be a big one. Lots of unknowns today. New road course, new layout at Homestead. Why don't we send it down to MRN Radio for Joe Moore and Barney Hall.
MRN welcomes you to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race. We're live from the infield to bring you flag-to-flag coverage. What a great track to come to, isn't it, Barney?
We're in store for some awesome racing today, that's for sure. It's always exciting to watch these big stock cars tackle the road courses. What a testament to these drivers' skill as well.
The Windcraft car has really focused in on his qualifying runs this year.
Oh, yeah, and that makes it so much easier on race day also. When there isn't much traffic, it makes your race a lot less stressful as a driver.
Matt Kenseth will try for another top 5 finish in this one.
Well, his team is real excited about their success so far. In fact, I believe they'll have another top 5 race as long as he keeps his car out of trouble.
In the front row are the 37th car and the Rubbermaid Ford. In the second row are the Interstate Batteries Pontiac and the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge. Starting the race from row 3 are the All-Town Ford and the 27 car. The 4th row has the Windcraft car and the 26 car. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. In row 6 we have the Cheerios Dodge and the 63 car. Starting from row 7 will be the Team Rusty Ford and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. Mark Martin, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. And in row 9 are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Starting in row 10 will be the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the Ganassi Racing Dodge. In row 11 are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the 4 car. In row 12 are the 46 car and the Citgo Ford. Row 13 finds the 16 car and the Home Depot Pontiac. The 14th row has the 23 car and the Hamilton Ford. In row 15 are the 15 car and the Caterpillar Dodge. Starting the race from row 16 are the Valvoline Pontiac and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. Row 17 has the Target Dodge and the Kellogg Chevrolet. Starting in row 18 will be the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the Square D Chevrolet. In row 19 are the Sirius Satellite Radio Dodge and the Sprint Dodge. In row 20 are the Lowe Chevrolet and the M&M's Pontiac. Back in row 21, we have the America Online Chevrolet and the Van Racing Dodge. And rounding out the field is the Tide Ford.
42 laps today at the Homestead Miami Speedway as we take a look at the starting lineup. Some things to note. Very first time this season that we've seen a Busch driver start on the front row in Jeff Purvis. Jamie McMurray is the only other Busch car in the top 6 in the 27 car. So drivers to watch for. Obviously, we do know Jeff Gordon is very good at the road courses, starting from 17th. You got Steve Park. He won at Watkins Glen in 2000, which this track is very high. Is a high-speed racetrack, fairly similar to Watkins Glen. He looks to be strong today. John Andretti starting 11th. Obviously, Tony Stewart starting a bit towards the middle of the pack. Today, he won the Sonoma race in 2001. And Dylan Murray, who starts 7th, fresh off his win at The Rock last Thursday. So, first race of 2021. Hopefully this year goes less of a horrible disaster than in 2020. So, judging by the way where some of these drivers start, Tony Stewart starting all the way back in 26th, Matt Kenseth starting 35th, Jimmy Johnson starting 39th. Pit strategy could be borderline critical this afternoon if these drivers want to see victory lane. Pace car is off. Kurt Busch, Jeff Purvis will lead him down, and we're underway at Homestead. Bobby Labonte trying to take the lead into turn 5. He does. Bill Elliott jumps the curb, and Jeff Purvis looks to be dropping back. Dylan Murray gets into Kurt Busch, tries to take him and Jeff Purvis 3 wide, and Bobby Labonte will lead the first lap. Dylan Murray, does he have the spot? Labonte bounces in. Here comes Kurt Busch way on the outside. And Kurt takes the lead. Labonte drops a third, which is where he starts. So, new leader here at Homestead. Oh, Labonte almost takes out Dylan Murray. Both of them save it. Labonte falls out of the top 5. Here comes Ryan Newman. Bit of a crazy dive bomb move on lap number 2 for Labonte as that seems to settle down. And here's Dylan Murray trying to rebound and make his way back to the front. Takes the lead from Kurt Busch going out of turn 6, back onto the main speedway. And Dylan Murray will lead this lap. Kurt Busch trying to charge on the outside. We mentioned this earlier during the starting lineup. Some of the Roush cars, even though this is on the normal Homestead layout, this is just the infield road course. The Roush cars still look to be strong. So look for Kurt Busch to be out front, dominating the majority of this race. At the very least. Dylan Murray gives Kurt Busch a bit of a shot in 6. He's all over that back bumper. Going back down into turn 1, then he knocks Kurt up the hill. And Busch he's got the preferred line. Dylan Murray tucks in, sees to the hole, still there. Somehow Kurt didn't let up there. And here comes Ryan Newman to take 3rd. Bill Elliott is up in 4th. Kurt Busch trying to look to the inside. He jumped the curb there. Kurt Busch is leading. Dylan Murray is still trying to hold the spot. He goes wide, nearly hits the wall. Everything seems to settle down there. Dylan Murray will fall down to 3rd. Bill Elliott looking under the inside of Dylan Murray for 3rd. So far, everything seems to settle down. Dylan Murray edges Ryan Newman out of the way. And Dylan Murray comes to 2nd. Newman is all over the back bumper of Murray. And they finally get away from the field. Dylan Murray takes the spot. Going to try to, nearly went into the wall there in 6, which is technically oval turn 4. Can Dylan Murray try to rebound, get back into turn 1? He puts the bumper to Kurt Busch. Going to run him wide. Newman comes in, takes it back, takes the lead. First time we've seen him out front this season. And it wasn't with an engine problem or a crash. Where his best finish up to this point was 7th back at Vegas. Dylan Murway puts the bumper to Newman, runs him up the racetrack, and Dylan Murway will take the spot, get into the line. Last weekend at North Carolina, there were 39 lead changes among 12 drivers through the 98 laps. Dylan Murway held off the field in a one-lap restart on tires that were basically on the verge of blowing out after several long green flag runs and 3 cautions. And Dylan Murway forces the field through wide. Kurt Busch slams the wall. No caution there. He's leaning on Bill Elliott. There's Kevin Harvick down in 6th. Ryan Newman enjoying some time out front. Dylan definitely closing in on Newman. Trying to look to the inside. Into turn back down into 5. That is where I think you'll see either somebody overshoots the corner, great passing zone, or somebody uses the bumper in turn 5. But keep in mind, you knock somebody out of the way, there's a good chance they'll use that bumper going into turn 6. Newman trying to look to the outside. Oh, he puts the bumper to him. And Bobby Labonte has made his way back to 3rd in the 18. Oh, he got a big run there. He's all over the 18. Dylan Murway, it's a bad line out of turn 6. He falls all the way to 3rd, nearly falls to 4th for the line. Newman takes the lead. Labonte looks on the inside. Dylan Murway is going to take him 3 wide into turn 1. That's kind of stupid. Big contact there. More contact between Murway and Newman. This is... Remember, kids, as the caution comes out after contact with Dylan Murway, with Ryan Newman, I'm sorry. Murway and Newman get together to bring out the first caution on lap 12. They're going to race back to the caution flag. Ryan Newman is out front early on at Homestead. Wow, Newman pit there. Wow, that's kind of odd to see. Everybody pitted on lap 13. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite him. Newman with the lead. Rusty Wallace on the inside. Oh, he jumps the curb. There's contact. Labonte smacks the wall. There's cars banging into each other. Further back, Rusty Wallace takes the lead. Dylan Murway did opt to stay out that last caution As it looks like there's a car coming down pit road. Murray taps Newman, gets into the side of Kurt Busch, way to the outside. And there's contact. Kurt Busch gets ran into the wall, no caution there. Everybody else, Newman and Rusty are pulling away. Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon have made their way into the mix. A little over almost 3 seconds back to fifth. A little bit of contact. Gordon getting into the side of Martin. Coming off of 4. 3 wide for third. While that goes on, Rusty Wallace and Ryan Newman are out front by almost 3 seconds at this point. Murray gets into Mark Martin. Here's Dylan Murray. He jumped the curb. Dylan tries to look to the inside of Jeff. Oh, Martin into the wall. Hard contact. He stays straight somehow. And we stay green, but Mark Martin loses multiple spots. So the top 3 is Rusty Wallace, Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon, Dylan Murray, and Bill Elliott, the top 5. With Kurt Busch all over the place in 6th. Getting to the halfway point of today's race here at Homestead. Rusty Wallace still continues to lead. We should see green flag stops near sometime in this race. In the next couple laps or so. Then charging off into turn number 3. All right, turn 6. Rusty Wallace still looks to settle into a nice, comfortable lead here at Homestead. Dylan Murray trying to limp everything he could until green flag pit stops. And the second caution has come out, possibly for debris. Dylan Murray will take the caution flag in 4th behind Jeff Gordon. $20 laps to go in what has been a fairly short race so far here at Homestead. And Kurt Busch runs over the debris by the looks of it. and Dylan Murray will duck down pit road for his pit stops. After having a strong car all day, Dylan Murray will come down for his first routine pit stop of the afternoon. He'll have a long way to go. Before we get back into racing here, let's take a look at the race stats. Dylan Murray will obviously restart at the tail end of the field. 3 cars have fallen to several issues in the past 12 laps. First off, Michael Waltrip is in last. Bobby Labonte led 1 lap and is out of the race in 42nd. Ken Schrader is 41st. So we got 40 cars on the track. The top 10. Let's go through that now. Rusty Wallace is leading. Ryan Newman is second. Jeff Gordon is third. Bill Elliott fourth. Kurt Busch fifth. Kevin Harvick sixth. Dale Jarrett seventh. Jeff Burton eighth. Elliott Sadler ninth. And Mark Martin 10th. 11th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. 12th is John Andretti. 13th is Sterling Marlin. 14th is Jeff Purvis. 15th is Steve Park. 16th is Ricky Rudd. 17th is Jamie McMurray. 18th is Robbie Gordon. 19th is Tony Stewart. And 20th is Johnny Benson. There's the top 20. Look down through the rest of the running order. Matt Kenseth running 23rd. Jimmy Johnson only making up 9 spots from starting 39th this afternoon. Dylan Murray will restart the tail of the field. Ken Schrader, Bobby Labonte, and Michael Waltrip will all DNF from the race, all within the span of 12 laps. Green flag. Dylan Murray charges into turn 1, gets about almost 10 spots. Gets sent wide, passes 3 more. He's all the way up to 27th in a span of 3 corners. It's into the back of Ward Burton. Tries pushing him. Dylan Murray will overshoot the spot, and they'll race back. Dylan Murray from 40th to 24th in the span of a lap. Told you, good passing zones, and especially if you charge into the corner. With how short this race is, pretty much every position is critical, and we'll probably get into some bumper use here in the next few laps. At the very least, we got 16 to go. Dylan ducks in, gets 2 spots, overshoots the corner, makes contact with Purvis, and around goes Steve Park. Oh, and a big pileup. Purvis is involved. And the caution flag is out. Looks like he collected a 3rd car. Purvis did. There, you got Tony Stewart went wide. Couldn't tell who got Jeff Purvis. So, restart. Green flag back into the air. Rusty Wallace is still your leader. Dylan Murray up in the top 10. Oh, got a trouble. Harvick and Jarrett into the wall. Caution is out again. Somehow that was considered a caution. Oh, Harvick in it. More pileups. Harvick is involved. That's in turn 5. Junior slams into the barriers, collects Kevin Harvick, who is part of the first dust-up with Dale Jarrett. Jarrett gets spun around as everybody checks up. Somehow nobody hits him. It was only... Wow, look at Kenseth on a dive bomb. My goodness. That was Matt Kenseth that flew through there. 8 to go. Look at how used up that 97 is. It's like look at how used up some of these cars are. Bill Elliott's been banged up a little bit. Jeff Gordon's probably the only cleaner car in this race. One of the more cleaner cars on the track. Newman's been used up pretty good. But out front, it's Rusty Wallace. Here comes Jeff Gordon looking under for third. Dylan Murway is caught up to the back of Rusty Wallace. What will he do? Dylan ducks under him for the lead. Oh, we overshot 2. Here comes Rusty back. Bangs into him. Dylan gets the wall. Rusty takes the lead back. Dylan takes the lead, crosses over 6, completely misses the corner. Rusty comes back, takes the lead. 5 laps to go at the line. Still neck and neck. Dylan takes the spot. They bump going into turn 1. Dylan takes the lead, runs Rusty wide. Dylan almost spun it. He saves it. Here comes Rusty in second. Can he look to the inside? Will he look? It's going to go to the outside here. Overshoots the corner. Contact. We are at the red flag lap. Next time by, Jeff Gordon looks to the inside of Rusty. Can't quite get anything going. 4 to go. Dylan charges the corner in turn 1. Gets into Rusty. Wallace comes on the inside. Well, the outside of this corner. Rusty hits the inside line in 3. Still neck and neck for the lead and the win here at Homestead. Who will make history? Will it be Rusty? Will it be Dylan Murway going back to back? Will it? Whoa, Rusty almost gets into the wall. I think he cut the corner there. He's there. He's all over Rusty. Almost crashes. I don't think he got off the corner very well, though. Coming to the line, there will be 3 laps of racing to go. Rusty to the inside. Then back to the outside. Oh, he's there. They make contact. Neck and neck off of 3. Of 4, I'm sorry. Turn 4. There they go. Down into 5. Rusty slams into Jeff Gordon. There's a big crash in turn 5. This could be the race right here. Both cars slam into the turn 5 barrier. That could be the race. As Rusty Wallace comes in, collects Jeff Gordon. Somehow no other car gets involved. Oh, what a hit by Gordon. Rusty gets it going. Gordon slammed into the tires. And I don't know if this could be the end of the race. And it looks like it is, as Dylan Murway will go back-to-back and win at Homestead. That was a big hit, though, by Gordon.
Well, it kept the field close, which I'm sure made it extra exciting to the fans.
The Windcraft car comes away with a win.
And rightfully so. He was fast all race long. The whole team deserves a lot of credit for a great win.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. Next up is Texas.
So that's the second race this year to end under caution. Dylan Murway goes back-to-back as he pulls his car into victory lane. How about that? So the unofficial results, let's go ahead and look through that right now. Dylan Murway wins today at Homestead. Jeff Burton finishes second. Ryan Newman finishes third. Bill Elliott finishes fourth. Kurt Busch finishes fifth. Mark Martin finishes sixth. Tony Stewart finishes seventh. Rusty Wallace, after that last caution, ends up eighth, being scored in eighth. Robbie Gordon ends up ninth, and Elliott Sadler ends up 10th. Sterling Marlin finishes 11th. Ricky Rudd ends up 12th. Todd Bodine ends up 13th. Jamie McMurray ends up 14th. Ward Burton will end up 15th. Johnny Benson, 16th. Earnhardt Jr., 17th. John Andretti in 18th. Jerry Nadeau, 19th. And Jeff Gordon, 20th. 21st is Jeremy Mayfield. 22nd is Shane Hall. 23rd is Mike Skinner. 24th is Frank Kimmel. 25th is Kyle Petty. 26th is Matt Kenseth. 27th is Terry Labonte. 28th is Jimmy Spencer. 29th is Kevin Harvick after another hard hit. 30th is Jeff Green. 31st is Greg Biffle. 32nd is Bobby Hamilton. 33rd is Shauna Robinson. 34th is Ricky Craven. 35th is Scott Wimmer. 36th is Casey Atwood. 37th is Dale Jarrett. 38th is Steve Park. 39th is Jeff Purvis. 40th is Jimmy Johnson, who unfortunately these are the 5 cars that fell out of the race. Jeff Purvis, Jimmy Johnson. I believe those two are in that other crash with Park. So Johnson finishes 40th. Ken Schrader finishes 41st, Bobby Labonte 42nd, and Michael Waltrip 43rd. Dylan Murway will pocket $190,000 for today's win. There were 5 caution flags for 9 laps, 14 lead changes. The race took almost 45 minutes. Average speed, a little over 81 miles an hour, and the margin of victory is 688 thousandths of a second. So with this will move Dylan Murway to the 1 seed in the NASCAR playoffs. In terms of the top 16, as of right now, here's what they look like. So Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, Matt Kenseth, Sterling Marlin, and Dylan Murray would all be seated at the top of the sheet if the playoffs were to begin at Texas. Robbie Gordon has a 3-point gap over Johnny Benson. However, anybody who is outside this list until where the cutoff is in Terry Labonte, if they win, they are in the playoffs. If you are anybody from John Andretti on back, you need to win and you need to have a lot of things go your way. And if you want to make it be considered chase eligible. So, awards. Homestead Miami, Jeff Purvis obviously won the pole. Rusty Wallace led the most laps. Jeff Burton passed the most cars. Dylan Murray had the EA Sports fast pace, was the best rookie in the race, and earned the EA Sports pass of the race. And with this, Dylan Murray flies by Jimmy Johnson with a 90-point lead over him. Jimmy Johnson in second. Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, and Shane Hall are the top 5 in the Rookie of the Year standings. In terms of polls, we have Jeff Purvis adding his name to the Budweiser Shootout list. The next opportunity for the Jackpot 5 will be at Richmond. Chevrolet has a 5-point lead over Ford. And Jeff Gordon still has a 6-lap lead in the lap champion standings. So, next week we will be at Texas for the running of the Samsung Radio Shack 500 for 83 laps. Today, as we get into 2021. And Bristol, Martinsville, the first night race of the year with 125 laps. These two are going to be big-time endurance races, I think. And remember, after today, you have 4 more races to get your paint scheme suggestions in, where I drive the fan-suggested choice. Again, the races are Talladega, the Aaron's 499 at Talladega, Keystone State 500 at Pocono, Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis, Motor City 400 at Michigan, Pepsi 400 at Daytona, or the California 500 at California. 4 races until the first opportunity comes up for your fan-made designs. See you next week at Texas.